Today on In the Woodyard, it's another firewood delivery day. Uncle Benjamin is lonely and he wants to come home. Let's go get him. So today we have two deliveries. The first one is for a face cord of mixed hardwood going to a long-time customer. He buys wood every year. They have a fireplace in their house and a fire pit, and they do camping. So he gets, I would say on a yearly basis, pretty close to 2 full cords. He had some left over earlier in the year. He called me and says, hey, you gonna have wood again this year? And I said, yes, I will. He says, well, I got some left, but I'll call you when I'm ready. Well, he's ready. Today's the day. So I'm gonna load up a face cord. We're gonna take it to him, a third of a cord, if you like to say it that way. I back into his garage, and we stack it right in the front of his garage. I can't unload it fast enough, and he stacks it as I do it, because he doesn't want it just thrown on the ground and have to pick it up again. Smart. If people would think ahead of time, when I'm delivering wood, if they were there, and we could just back right up to their rack and I just take it to the back of the truck and they stack it, save them a whole bunch of time. This guy's a smart one. He does that. And there's others that do that too. I think that there are people that don't understand that I'm willing to help them a little bit when I get there. And I even tell people, I can back right up to your rack. Oh no, just throw it out on the driveway. Well, they're just making work for themselves. So if you ever buy firewood, tell the guy, hey, can you back right up to my rack and we'll put it right in the rack. You just kind of get it to the back of the truck or the back of the dump truck and you can stack it right away. That's a smart move. So that's this guy. Then the next one is a brand new customer. He's buying the wood for his dad for a Christmas present. So that's pretty cool. But that one I'm not going to deliver until after dark. So hopefully the cam will work. Maybe I'll have to put a light on or something like that. But right now the sun is going down. It's at the end of the day already. We got about, I don't know, maybe an hour before the sun sets. So we're going to load this up, take it and deliver it, come back and load up another load, and then after that, because the guy's got to work till like 5 or 5:30. So that's what's happening. So it's time to load some wood. Hey Woodcat, there it is, another beautiful load of mixed hardwood ready to go down the road. Now, one of the things I want to mention, I thought of this while I was loading this wood. A guy on the channel, you guys all have seen his comments, great guy, knows what he's talking about, it's got a brain, hardworking. Yes, it's you, Wayne Tharp. He asked me, he said, because I'm taking all the gray wood, basically the stuff off the top of this bin here, I'm not really emptying it from one end and then working my way like I have on some of the other stuff, like the oak. I'll show you that. And the reason is that we've had such nice weather. I haven't really been worried about it. I've just been taking the stuff off the top because I know it's really dry, but eventually I'll start on an end and I'll just clear it out, come in this direction, and eventually get it all gone. Now over here in the oak bin, we did that. We kind of started on this end. We're going to start working this way. And then down on the other end, we did the same thing. So you can see there, we took the end off down here and then we cleared it out all the way to here. So there's room for a lot of wood right here. And that's kind of what I'm going to start doing, is start working on the ends pretty soon. The reason I did this from both ends is this oak on this end is white oak. On that end it's red oak, and I have certain people that do smoking of meat and they want white oak for some reason. They think it's better, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I'm not a cook. I don't cook at all. My way of cooking is I go buy food, I go out to eat, or I go through a drive-through, or my wife cooks. I can do the microwave, that's about it. I don't even know how to start the grill. She takes care of that too. So I'm not a meat smoking, cooking, grilling kind of guy. I like to eat. I'd rather be doing work than cooking. That's just me. Look at the Woodcat going nuts here today. All right, Woodcat, what do you say we go deliver some wood? You want to come along? Okay, down the road we go. am back in the Woodyard from my first delivery. Now the second delivery I'm going to do, like I said, is going to a new customer. This is a Christmas present for his dad, and he's going to meet me there, and we're going to unload it. He's going to stack it for his dad right away. He wants one face cord, or 1/3 of a cord. He wants half of it to be hickory and half of it to be hard maple, which is a real nice mix. I got a little bit of hickory left over right here from about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, that I split, and then Bert and I stacked it here because it was before we built the bins. We didn't really know what we were going to do with it, and I didn't really have any hickory at the time in log form, so I didn't know if I was going to have a bin or not, or if I was going to be able to get any. So we just put this little bit ahead here, thinking that might be it. But then we bought a bunch of wood in truckloads that had a lot of hickory mixed into it. One of the truckloads, in talking with the logger, he was kind of disappointed in the I guess the truck driver was supposed to separate the hickory from the oak that we got, and we ended up getting, I don't know, like 6 or 7 log cords of hickory. And the reason he was upset is they charge a lot more for the hickory. Now the log form of hickory and cords, the going price that last I heard was between $160 and $170 for a cord. And I paid $105 or $110, something like that, whatever it was for that load. So I got a good deal on it. And I hadn't raised my prices, but I think I've been talking about it, and I just started charging a little bit more for the hickory. So if someone wants, you know, a full cord of hickory, I raised it to $390. It was $360. So each face cord was $120. Now I'm charging $130. And I think I'm gonna do the same for the cherry because I'm just about out of cherry, but I got a guy that's got a bunch of it that I might be buying from. As a matter of fact, I know I'm going to. I've just been waiting to get kind of caught up here around the holiday time to get stuff kind of settled in, and then maybe start hauling some loads of cherry because I'm just about out of it. So we're gonna load this stuff up right now, and then we're gonna put some hard maple in. Now, that last delivery I did, you saw the guy helped me do the unloading. All I did was put it to the back. We back up right to where he put it along the wall, and he just grabbed it and stacked it, and I can barely keep up. It's nice when guys are there and ready and have the area ready to go, because sometimes I'll get to a place and they're like, oh yeah, I think I want to put it in the far end of the garage, but let me get it cleaned out for you. And they know I'm coming. And that bothers me, because if I'm gonna provide a service, I expect people to be ready when I get there. It's on time. And if I'm hiring someone, like say I'm hiring a plumber to come change my hot water heater, when he gets there, I want the work area to be clear so that he doesn't have to stand there and wait for me to move boxes and furniture and all that kind of stuff. And that's what this guy, he had everything ready to go, which was awesome. Because I've been to places where I get there and it's literally 10 feet to where the wood rack is that's empty, and they got a mountain of junk usually piled there, bikes and stuff, and we got to end up moving it all. So it takes a neck. That's the stuff I don't like. So for you that are selling wood, or if you're delivering it, it wouldn't be a bad idea to let people know. Now when I come, I can back right up to your storage area, your rack, or in your garage, and we can load it directly from the truck into your rack or along the wall, wherever you're going to put it. And once you develop a customer base, it gets easier and easier. But when you're first doing it, my advice is to let them know, to make it easy, sell it as a benefit to them, to make it easier for you. That's a very nice thing to say to people, because basically you're telling them, be ready. Number 2, you're telling them you're willing to help. Number 3, if they're ready and you can help, you can solve their problem later. So some people are on the ball, some aren't, and you're never going to educate all of them. There's always going to be slackers. Okay, let's load up some hickory. So yeah, this stuff here is, like I said, it's been here for quite a while. And this will be the last of it, and then I'll have to get the rest of the hickory over in the hickory rack that I've got, because this isn't going to be a half of a face cord. This is going to be maybe a 1/4 of a face cord, which if you go by 1/3 cords, this is going to be less than half of a 1/3 of a cord, which would be a 1/6 of a cord. Be less than that. Whatever fraction you like to use. Doesn't matter to me. But what's nice about stacked wood, I gotta say, is if you got it stacked, you can reach in like this and grab an armful. Whereas when I've got it in the bins here, it's kind of one hand, one piece at a time. So this is a little faster, but spent a lot more time stacking it. So I don't know. But this is gonna be, yeah, we're gonna have to get a bunch more from the other spot. So we'll get this in and then we'll go to the other spot and get a bunch in. So that's it for that. And then these runners I got down here, I'll show you these. These hold mattresses, and I get these for free. They throw them out, and it's actually pretty good lumber, and it's not even froze down yet, so that's awesome. So I want to get these off the ground before they freeze in. The sun was shining on this all day today and yesterday, and today it got up to like 41, I think was the high. Yep, and it's still not froze, so that's good. So I get these off the ground, and we can use these later, and won't have to worry about them. So that's the bad thing about putting your wood on pallets, whether you're doing the corners or if you put them in bins like I got. Once they settle down with the weight and the moisture, if you're in the northern part of the United States or Canada or cold climate, they're gonna freeze down. Now here's something that Bert did, which was very smart. I wanna show you this. He put all of the pine that we had into these totes, and he put pallets down because he learned his lesson the hard way, just like a lot of other people, that if you put the totes down on bare ground and they get warm and they start to settle in, and then it gets cold, they freeze in. And it's almost impossible to get them off the ground. Now over here, I'm gonna show you, we did not do that, and I just wanna show you how they've settled. See how they're sunken kind of into the mud there? So I know that these are gonna be frozen in, which, I don't know, we'll maybe use the forks on the tractor. We might be able to get underneath there and kind of dig them out a little bit. Maybe I can pry them out a little bit with a pry bar or a shovel or a combination, and we might be able to free them up. Once we give it a try, we'll find out. But look at how far that is sunken in there. I mean, it's got dirt on the top even. So look at here. So that's an issue, which is a good reason why I suggest to people, if you're going to be using totes, put pallets down, or take the bladders, cut the bladders into pieces, put the plastic down on the ground, and that way your plastic is on the bottom. And that should lift off, no problem, off the frozen ground. Okay, let's go load some more wood. It is getting dark fast. Since I did that last recording, I answered a couple texts and made a couple phone calls, and the light is just down to almost nothing here. So we're gonna throw in the rest of the hickory from right here, and then we're gonna go over to the hard maple, throw a bunch of hard maple in. Another beautiful sunset today you guys missed. The sun was really pretty about 5 minutes ago, and then all of a sudden it stopped being pretty. And it was nice. There it is. The wood is loaded. We're gonna go down the road and do this delivery now. I don't know how much you're gonna be able to see because it's getting dark now, and by the time I get there, because it's, I don't know, a little ways away, it's probably gonna be dark, but I'm gonna put my light on the camera. Hopefully you get to see the unloading. So down the road we go.